stable, emotionally secure, financially secure, wise, knowing life, understanding life, and being able to give an advice. This is what young ladies are expecting from a guy who is much older. And also, they say that if he is much older, he has to be much richer. And then they accept this altogether as a formula. Because in different cultures, including Ukraine, wisdom comes with years, and years come with income, with stability, with resources. This is also an evolutionary approach to creating a family. One of the bonding types, one of the patterns that we look for a partner. Men are looking for way younger women that look very attractive, and women are looking for stable, secure men. This is what was happening 100 years ago, when it was okay to marry between a 40-year-old guy who was considered old 100 years ago to a 20-year-old lady who was very young. Nowadays, the age difference between a couple is considered decent when it's like within 2-5 years in different cultures. And in some cultures, it's not acceptable, or even government is checking people, especially when you are, for example, 12 years older than your girlfriend. Specifically, when you are 12 years older than your girlfriend. Then, for example, in Sweden and in the Nordic countries, in the Northern Europe, you will have to go through very special background checks to make sure that you are not robbing a cradle, right? So, what are the benefits of a younger woman being in a relationship with an older man? Women said in my speaking club, and it's an event that takes place twice a month, usually every 2 weeks, when Ukrainian women that are clients of Possible and foreign men are meeting up and discussing different subjects related to love, relationship, lifestyle, cultures, Ukrainian and foreign, because men are from all over the world. They are clients and non-clients, because this is a platform where I show our values, where I show our attitudes, and I introduce you to values and attitudes of women that I represent. And you have a chance to join up and see more. So join my speaking club. You can see the comments, read more about it. And now let's talk about age difference. So age difference was one of the subjects, and women shared their stories on the speaking club. And some of them said, yes, I was dating a guy, or I was even married to a guy who was much older. And the number was plus 15, plus 17, plus 21 years. And what was attractive for those women was the wisdom that they had. The guy knew what to do in different life situations, and the woman could learn from him and understand life better, and she really needed that when she was in her middle 20s. Also, the guy was not only clever, but he was stable and he was financially secure, and he could give her better life that she could afford with a guy of the same age. But what was more attractive to her was not the money, but things in complex: his money and his attitude. And all of them said if the guy only had money and was kind of buying her stuff, she wouldn't like it. Because all women were coming from stable families with good fathers, with good relationships, and they got it, right? So another clue for you is a woman who didn't have a reliable father will be more into being in a relationship with a partner who is much older, because the father model is missing and she might want to replace it, which is psychology, which may cause some issues later, but you can deal with it if you know that these are the issues and if you see them on time. That's how we work in the Matchmaking Boutique Possible. because psychology is a big part of our life every day. And as a relationship coach and as a psychologist, I can help you address these things. But it doesn't appear immediately. It appears in your communication. It appears in some issues that spring up between you when you are communicating. It appears when something isn't working and you can't figure out what it is. So I do a matchmaking consultation, or I meet up a guy who is a client and we analyze his communication on our coaching session and we'll dig deeper. I personally do not support big age difference. I personally believe several things. That if you're coming from America, your age should be minus 10 years, and then it will be more or less something that a woman is expecting from the age of a man in Ukraine. So, for example, if you are, say, 49, you are most likely acting like a 39-year-old guy in Ukraine, and so on. Another thing is that good age difference between a couple is 7 years, because women grow up faster and guys do other things, right, when it comes to relationship. And I'm talking about family, relationship, and stable life together. So if you are 7 years older or 14 years older or 21 years older, you have values related to family coming together. They are basically similar. This is Waldorfschule Pädagogik. This is Waldorf school theory and philosophy. Read more about it if you want to know more, and or Google it. But this is what they say, and I have proven it with my own experience, because my husband is 6 years older. So it's like has to be close to 7, and then it works. And other things related to age difference is nowadays we are looking at it differently. Because if 100 years it was okay with 20 years of age difference, nowadays, here's the approach. If you are young, then age difference is an issue. Because young people want to marry young people, because they are peers, unless they have some childhood traumas that encourage them or give them a necessity to look for a partner of a different age. That's my observation, okay? I won't say that's true 100%, but that's what I have seen within the people that were dating different ages. So young people want to date young people. And young is considered, what I'm calling young is those that are young, do not have children, and are up to 33. So that holds true to that group. And with that stable, psychologically stable, without big childhood traumas, guys and girls, that works. So big age difference for them may be an issue. And this is when they say, if you are much older, then, the older you are, the less chances for long term you have. But if you are 33 plus, if you have a child, if you have life experience, then age difference stops being that important. Then other things are more important, which are lifestyle, expectations in relations, your values, your attitudes, your future plans. And as I said, there are 3 major scenarios for building your relationship. Having children together because you both don't have them, raising children together because you both have this experience, or enjoying life because your children are grown or you don't have kids and you want to really fully enjoy your life. And then age difference doesn't matter. If you are, for example, 40 plus and you look good, if you are, then you can date people that look good and can be older. But if you keep to the step with the 7 years or 14 or 21 years, if you keep the 7 years step, then you are very likely to meet somebody who has the same expectations and attitudes towards relationships. That's again my observation. And Waldorfschule. So building your love story is an endless subject, and I can talk about age difference a lot, but the main point is that if you are understanding deep inside what you really need and how you want to create your family, then this family is becoming possibility and possible, then it's happening in your life. And if you want to learn more, then our matchmaking consultation is for you. Sign up to our website or just write to us that you want to come to a personal matchmakers meeting to analyze yourself and to see how you can win building happy relationships. And we will tell you everything you want to know, and you can make your decision.